There are many possible outcomes for the future of human beings. In this video, we are going to discuss some of the most frightening possibilities. Number 1. Overpollution. Many items that are manufactured today require some kind of dangerous chemicals. There is also chemical waste which is produced as a result of these manufacturing processes. Much of these leftover byproducts end up leaching into the environment. If the world continues to increase the amount of pollution released, we could end up in a very dangerous situation. Pollution ultimately leads to the destruction of vital life forms that define the natural world as we experience it today. Number 2. Food supply disruption. Modern-day farming practices include the use of petrochemicals and pesticides. Over time, the natural life-giving properties of the soil start to become depleted. This includes certain bugs and fungi, which are mutually symbiotic to the health and flourishing of plants. Without these vital life forms, the soil loses the rich properties that allow it to give plants the ability to prosper correctly. There is also something called colony collapse disorder, which is happening to many bee farms around the world. Without the bees, many of the plants we eat as food today would disappear from lack of pollination. Number 3. Ecological collapse. Today there are many trees that are chopped down without ever being replaced. This is especially a problem in tropical forests, which cover only 6% of the surface of our planet. These tropical forests contain half of all species on Earth. At current rates, we are destroying 2% of this land per year. About 7,000 of today's prescribed medicines are derived directly from plants. While there is no easy answer to solving these problems, one important step is increasing public awareness about these issues. You can do your part by educating yourself and others about the rainforests and the forces that are currently destroying them. Most species of fish in the ocean are under threat due to overfishing and plastic pollution. The practices of industrial fishing ships are another threat to the biodiversity that exists in the ocean. This is another place on the Earth that contains undiscovered species. One of the methods these industrial ships use to capture fish is dragging a net along the bottom of the sea floor. This practice destroys coral reefs and other life forms. All of the existing species of sea turtles and other ocean animals are endangered to something called bycatch. This is when fishing boats capture ocean animals other than the type of fish they are going after, which happens nearly every single time. You can do your part by conducting research on this issue and by eliminating seafood from your diet. Number 4. Limited resource depletion. As the population of our world grows, so does the demand for production of goods and services. Many of the things we use and rely on today require the availability of crude oil This includes plastics, clothing items, fuel, and many other items. At our current rate of consumption, there are only 47 years left of oil that can be harvested from the earth. Much of this oil is trapped very deep under the surface of the planet, which could be dangerous to try and collect. Unless we find some new reserves of this limited resource, we will have to adapt with new technology using materials that are more sustainable. Another vital resource we need to survive is fresh water, which makes up only 2.5% of the water on our planet. 70% of this fresh water is in the form of frozen ice and permanent snow cover. We don't have many solutions to this problem yet, so we will definitely have to get creative in the near future. Number 5. Nuclear attack. Since the creation of the atomic bomb, there has always been a possibility of nuclear warfare. If a country ever decides to initiate the use of these weapons, it could wipe out much of the world. Our best option is to end the creation of nuclear bombs completely, but that is a very unlikely scenario. Number 6. Financial collapse. The current state of the world can be unpredictable. As we face the challenges ahead, there is a risk of more financial problems in the economy. Throughout history, there have been times of uncertainty in the market. However, no one knows if we can bounce back from the next major collapse. Some innovators are working to create a solution to this problem with cryptocurrency and other technology, but only time will tell if these advancements become a permanent solution. Number 7. Space dystopia. Among the richest people on our planet, there is a rush to develop new technologies that can push us further into space. As they reach new levels of development in this field, it is also possible that the world will continue to become a more dangerous place to live. There could someday be a wealthy community that departs from our world to live in a cleaner artificial environment, leaving behind the less fortunate of our population. Number 9. Artificial intelligence. It is well known that robots are constantly becoming closer to human beings in their appearance and mechanical function. The main missing component to this technology is consciousness, or the awareness of one's own existence. As there are new developments, we could someday create a machine that thinks for itself. Once these human-like artificial beings have the ability to think for themselves, they could decide that humanity is obsolete. Number 8. The MetaVerse. Humans spend more time today than ever staring at a screen and using our phones. While it has great uses and has connected our world more than ever, there are still some dangers. The MetaVerse is more than just a technology. Behind the idea is the assumption that someday humans will value their digital life more than their actual life. Following this transition would be the mainstream use of virtual reality systems that would eventually replace the cell phones we carry in our pocket, and even video game systems. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, is already investing into this possibility. If humanity ever becomes so consumed by the digital world, we might forget to appreciate the real one. Number 10. The Singularity. The theory of the singularity is the most frightening possibility on our list. This is mainly due to the mystery surrounding the idea. Simply put, the singularity is a moment when a breakthrough occurs that permanently changes our lives in some kind of profound way. Scientists to this day are still searching for new discoveries, but some of the experiments we conduct could lead to unknown consequences. One version of this theory is based on the future of humans merging biology with machine. Another example is the experiments conducted from the Hadron Collider, which could also lead to strange outcomes. One scientist predicted that if we get too carried away in our experiments, we could create a black hole on our planet. The final scary possibility is related to developments in the quantum realm. Much is still unknown in this area of science. However, the craziest of all is the theory of opening a portal to a new dimension. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel for videos just like this one. We have more coming soon. If you enjoyed today's video, please share it with your friends and family.